if you are not revising, if you are not making your daily target, your weekly targets, your monthly target, your subject wise target, then the task becomes comparatively difficult for you. Whether you are a beginner, whether you have already started with your preparation and struggling with some subjects, whether you are struggling with the current affairs. So in all these cases, there is this particular solution in the form of FTCP, which is the fast track course of prep. Since the classes will be offline and online both, so it will be interactive engagement and also will be suitable for those who are the working professional, jahan par they might not be able to come to the classes physically, but they can attend the classes. And this is going to help you because a completely new perspective, a completely new dimensions that are also going to be provided in this, which will definitely going to help you with respect to the value addition in this. Hello everyone, I am Vishal Salsekar, and today we are going to discuss about a very important aspect from the perspective of UPSC examination, which is regarding the prelims of 2026. Now you might be thinking right now that it is too early for the UPSC prelims and we are preparing for the mains examination. That's absolutely fine. But the point simply over here that if you are serious about 2026 attempt, then this is the high time that you have to start consolidating your material. You have to think about appearing for this particular examination, which includes overcoming all the problems that an aspirant might be facing in the very beginning of the preparation. So let's try to discuss regarding what might be the problems that you as an aspirant, and obviously you might be facing these particular problems. So the first problem when it comes to the preparation is regarding the vast syllabus, right? So when we talk about the syllabus of the UPSC examination in the GS1 or the one paper from the prelims perspective right now we are talking about, it is having the vast syllabus. It includes the subjects which are the core subjects, like there is polity, there is history, there is economy, there is then geography, then apart from that science and tech, there is environment, there is also international relations. All of these things you should be having an awareness about, and this is not it. You have to also integrate the current affairs for all these things, right? So this, and apart from other things like mapping and all, so this makes the syllabus too vast in order to prepare for this examination. And generally what happens that it's not like the university examination where there is only a single resource as far as one subject is concerned. So this brings me to the another problem, which is about the multiple resources. Now let's say conventionally you are referring to one book for polity, but then you encounter with certain current affairs and that particular book is not covering that basics regarding that specific current affairs. So you switch to other book, right? And in that particular cases, the number of books increases, and this number of books, let's say for polity only, let's say 1 or 2 or 3, then for other subjects also, in history also we are thinking, but then here it is also the art and culture, here is also the ancient, there is medieval also, and all these things when you are going to start about, there will be multiplicity of the books that will be there. And this is about the static. When you talk about the current affairs daily basis pe, you are referring to the newspaper, then there are weekly compilation, there are monthly compilation. So this makes the task comparatively bulky, and this multiple resources makes you fearful of this particular examination. So this is also a problem to navigate when we are preparing for this particular examination. Now next is, see, when an unguided rocket flies, it does not know which particular path it has to follow, like the Pakistani drones, right? So in that particular case, you have to become like the BrahMos or S-400, where you have to target, where you have to hit actually, and that precision should be there. In that particular case, just imagine that if you are not revising properly, if you are not hitting the bullseye every time, in that case, there are very high chances that there will be difficulty for you. So there is also revision strategy that you have to opt for, because if you are thinking that revision is the task that has to be done in the very end, the answer is clearly no. You have to start the revision at the very early stage in order to get the early bird advantage, because just assume the scenario, roughly 7 to 8 subjects prominently, along with that there are sub parts also, along with that there is current affairs also. If you are not revising, if you are not making your daily target, your weekly target, your monthly target, your subject wise target, then the task becomes comparatively difficult for you. Clear? The next important problem, that we know that PYQs are important, but we are lacking with the PYQ integration. As far as the preparation is concerned, what we tend to do, we tend to think, chalo, this particular topic has already been asked, and this is the question, exactly that question I should mug up. UPSC is not going to ask that same question, but what UPSC might ask now, UPSC can take this particular theme, alter the question significantly. Whether previously it was because of that particular location was in news, but now there may be a chance that the question might be asked regarding the conflict or the nature of conflict. In that specific cases, the PYQ integration is very important, because this gives you a clear idea regarding why this particular question was asked at the very first place. And in that case, we have to ensure that we are aware regarding the UPSC pattern, because this pattern is going to give you an idea ki in the future year how and what kind of questions are going to be asked. Now with the PYQ integration, suppose karo aap wo bhi karte ho, but if you are not practicing properly, you have gone through the syllabus, you have selected certain resources, you have revised properly if you are having your proper revision strategy, but then if you are not practicing, so the practice also is needed at the each and every stage of this examination, because if you are not practicing properly in that particular cases, what is going to happen, that you will just read and read and read. When actually the question will come, you will think, what should be the answer of this? I'm not getting exactly how I should solve the question. So in that cases, when you are doing the practice, when you are marking the answers incorrectly, then you will get to know that yes, this is the particular way to solve this answer. And all of the above, another important problem, because this particular exam preparation, when we are talking about the exam that is going to take place after 7 months, this entire 7 month will be a time period when there will be certain amount of stress, certain amount of anxiety that will be there, and when these particular situations will occur, obviously the performance gets deteriorated. Sometimes we are trying to overthink about the preparation. In that cases, there will be comparatively difficulty in order to prepare seamlessly, right? And this is not the exclusive list. There are many other problems that you might be already knowing, because you at the receiver's end might already be facing certain problems, whether it is one of these subjects or many of these subjects, right? So in that particular cases, this becomes the major trauma when we are preparing for the prelims examination. Now, having talked about the problems, then what is the solution? So in that particular case, what is the solution of this? So in this particular solution, there is a specific course that is designed in order to curb all these problems and work upon these things. So there is a fast track course for the prelims 2026, which is a one-stop solution for all the prelims related aspects. Now see, whether you are a beginner, whether you have already started with your preparation and struggling with some subjects, whether you are struggling with the current affairs, so in all these cases, there is this particular solution in the form of FTCP, which is the fast track course of prelims. Now see, let's try to discuss one by one that how this particular program is going to help you with respect to addressing all these things. So the first issue, we have talked about the vast syllabus. So this particular program talks about the innovative strategy. Now see, what is the innovative strategy? We are aware that this is the way UPSC is changing the trend. This is the way UPSC is asking the question. And see, there is a vast syllabus. That's why there will be the innovative aspects in order to cover the syllabus for all the core subjects and the associated aspects along with the current affairs. So in the classes, the focus will be comparatively more upon those particular topics which are high voltage topics for this year's examination. So for example, those which are having overlapping with current affairs, those which are having significant coverage from the perspective of news, which are government's highlighted topic or any other place in news. So all these things through the innovative strategy are going to be provided to you. Apart from that, in that particular cases, there will be further references provided to you in order to ensure that you should not miss out on any important detail with respect to that topic, and the pedagogy is in such a way that that is going to provide you the learning in the manner which is not a burdensome task for you. So whether you are beginner, whether you have certain idea of UPSC, whether you are a working professional, or whether you are a aspirant who have attempted once or twice or thrice this particular examination, but then you will be definitely going to get the benefit out of it. The next important thing is that generally, see, these particular problems like the stress and anxiety, and also the issues like, let's say, the curbing out of the syllabus, and also the resource related things. So in that particular cases, there is also the mentoring support. So see, generally when we start preparing, the issue that we face that we are not able to decide something because we are new to that preparation. But in that cases, the mentoring support is going to be provided to you, where there will be personalized one-to-one mentoring is made available to you. Apart from that, there will be certain group sessions regarding that particular subject, doubt clearing sessions, and apart from that, there will be even discussion regarding attempting the question in the exact exam hall like scenario, and also the stress busting and the anxiety busting related wala things. All these things are going to be provided to you in the needed details through the personalized mentoring in this particular manner. Apart from that, there is also sometimes we are in the craving for the material, but see, for the basic things, yes, the material is needed, but too much material is also harmful for the preparation. So when these particular subjects are going to be covered, there will be necessary value added material apart from the class notes that will be there. So class notes in the form of certain handouts that will be available in the soft copy format, right? So these particular material will be provided to you in order to provide you the basics of these things, and apart from that, even the value added material, which is the including the high potential topic from this particular exam's perspective, from this particular year's perspective. Achha. Apart from these also, there are certain other things. For example, let's say we have discussed regarding the issue in the form of the PYQ integration, and also along with that practice. So in order to improve upon this, there will be certain tests. For example, there will be weekly mini tests that will be provided to you in a sectional manner, and that particular test is going to help you with the practice of the questions. And apart from that, there is also Sandhan, which is having the database of more than 25,000 questions from the perspective of prelims, the thematic question, where you can select the topic for yourself, you can practice accordingly. And after both of these, there will be even the post test analysis that is going to help you in order to identify the issues with what you are having. It is going to provide you the weaker areas, right? And also will help you to work upon that, because this is also going to provide you the value addition with respect to whatever topic you are doing. Apart from that, see, this manner mein you are going to also get the feedback, and also there will be mentoring through which you are going to get the feedback. So the feedback and mentoring is going to give you constant push towards your goal. Further in this particular process, see, since the classes will be offline and online both, so it will be interactive engagement, and also will be suitable for those who are the working professional, jahan par they might not be able to come to the classes physically, but they can attend the classes in the online mode. So this particular flexibility is also being provided. Lastly, in this, generally hota kya hai ki those who are attending it in the offline mode, obviously they can ask the doubts in the class itself. But what happens to the online students? Generally, they are facing issues that their doubts are not getting addressed. So in this particular module, there will be options like talk to expert, where the live query resolution and even the post class support that is also integrated to this. So this entire thing which we have talked about has tried to resolve all these things along with this. So whether it is vast syllabus, whether it is revision management through the mentoring support, whether it is the value added material through the classes, handouts, and the innovative teaching pedagogy, whether it is the stress and anxiety through the mentoring, apart from that PYQ integration and practice through the weekly test and the modules like Sandhan. This is going to entirely help you with respect to this preparation. Now, lastly, in this particular manner, that see, this is going to be roughly 4 to 5 months ka course before the prelims, which is going to be highly targeting the prelims. So whether you are the beginner, whether you have attempted once or twice, whether you are facing difficulty with respect to any specific concept, this is going to help you, because a completely new perspective, a completely new dimensions that are also going to be provided in this, which will definitely going to help you with respect to the value addition in this. Now, as we are talking about a specific program, so this particular program, again, as I've iterated also, that it will be in online as well as in the offline module. It is about to start, and in that particular manner, this will be a continuous classes that will be going on. We are going to take the classes for the respective subjects, and these particular subjects which I have mentioned over here, which also includes the ancient, medieval, and art and culture, along with the associated aspects and the current affairs, will be comprehensively provided to you. Lastly, a very important feature, that the PT-365 will also be provided, and that will be a add up upon that, because that is a very important resource as far as the prelims is concerned, in order to cover the current affairs. So in order to get the idea regarding current affairs, that particular material and all will also be the part of this program. So now, in the end, this program is specifically designed for those who are very, very serious about the 2026 prelims examination. And when you will try to attempt this examination having done with this particular course, you will definitely going to get comparatively better understanding of the examination, of the concept, and also of this particular entire process. So if you are serious about this, and if you are confident that yes, you are going to clear this particular examination, that this is the one-stop solution for all the prelims related things that you can get. Okay? Chalo. So just once go through the brochure, try to assess all the information provided there regarding the fast track course of prelims, and also what I have told you, and apart from that also a lot of extra things that you are going to get once you will be enrolled over here. Okay? Chalo. So thank you everyone. Have a great day.